What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay back at it again. Today we got The Rise of the Lonely Generation by Kara Daz. Y'all know what the deal is, man. Follow both Jays here and here to tap them on socials. Without further ado, let's get it!
Not have any friends. I'm 24, about to be 25. I literally don't have friends. And I hate the stereotype of like, oh, people that don't have friends, you gotta watch out for them. No, you gotta watch out for people that's friends with everybody. Because a friend to all is a friend to none, okay? Yeah. But literally, having a friend is like, just not having somebody to be like, hey girl, let's go get Mexican food, let's go get some drinks, let's go out. It's like, not having that is just like...
I'm not gonna lie, not having any friends sounds like ass to me, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not even saying you gotta be buddy with everybody, because that's just not... You're not gonna be buddy with everybody, bro. That just is what it is. Like, you can talk to other people, but you're not gonna be buddy, you dapping them every time you see them in the hallway, because that's just not... Like, that's not how it's gonna work. Like, your interests, your sense of humor, your personality is not gonna mix with everybody, right? However, having no friends is terrible. Like, you ain't ever have some, like, when your homies call you, you know what I'm saying, y'all yapping about, like, anime or, like, sports or something. You ain't never have, you know what I'm saying, a friend text you, like, yo, we having a party, da-da-da-da, come slide through. Like, not having that dead-ass sounds, like, awful to me. I ain't gonna lie.
20, about to be 25 in 2 weeks. Right now. And, you know, as I get older, I'm like, what is it gonna be like when I'm 30? Or married? We're bridesmaids. What's going on? I'm scared.
The art of hanging out has been lost. Someone was asking me why I think that Gen Z doesn't really party anymore, and I thought I'd answer in a video because I think about this.
I ain't gonna lie, gotta be the phones. Gotta be the phones. It's phone. It really, like, even with phones, we're thinking if you could only call people on phones, people would still be going to parties. But I'm blaming two things: the economy's nigga done zone, nigga, that shit. Yo, the government really took the economy and said, hey, they dumb, bro. The economy is not good for a lot of young people, so most people are spending all their time working or doing other activities to get more money and side hustles, so they're not gonna have time to properly socialize or the money even do that. Secondly, everybody's on their phones. Like, bro, I'm not a club person, right? I'm not a dance club scene guy. I've been to, like, a couple parties before, bro, or hangouts, more or less. A lot of people just be on their phones, standing around, scrolling through TikTok. They not even doing nothing for real, which is my problem, because, like, you spending all this money, getting all dressed up, you doing all this. And what are you trying to do? Talk to people. Talk, you know what I'm saying? Dance, have fun. Most niggas is on TikTok shorts, reels. Like, there's no point to going to a party a lot of times, because niggas just gonna be on that. Alright, there ain't no point in me trying to, like, bro, niggas be so absorbed into their phones, they don't even want to socialize no more. I ain't gonna lie. That shit tragic as fuck.
It's a lot. I lament it, actually. Because, yes, there is the money thing. Obviously, there's the money thing. But more so than that, I think that people feel guilty.
And it's not even just the money thing, because niggas in medieval times was dead broke as hell. They had nothing but $2 to their name, and they were still having communal events, parties, and obviously, I know the world of the 1400s is not the same as the world of the 2020s, but still, you get my point.
About hanging out with no agenda. People are buried so deep into survival mode that they just simply cannot unplug from this idea that there's always something that they're supposed to be doing. If you're going out to hang out with people and you're not actually furthering any kind of an agenda, then you're just wasting time. I hear this all the time from people in Gen Z, which, like, yeah, it comes back around to money, because people are thinking that they're wasting time because they're supposed to be doing things because they should be generating more wealth.
More wealth, but here's the thing with that grind stuff. I've been there where I've had moments where I'm like, I don't need friends, I don't need to go out, hang party, I don't need a girlfriend, da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta hustle, violent. The thing about that, you're suppressing your natural desire to want to socialize and communalship. Humans were designed to talk to people. We are designed to be social creatures. Hence why when humans work together and we coordinate, we can build skyscrapers, tanks, medicine, etc. Humans were not their strongest when they're by themselves. Does solitude help or can contribute to fundamental growth? Absolutely, right? You meditate by yourself, you can train by yourself, you can, you know what I'm saying, work by yourself, like, that can obviously lead to personal growth because you're doing self-reflection. At the same time, you need to hang out with people. Building social, when I don't understand when people say they can't ever have friends or talk to people because it's gonna hurt their grind, when in actuality, having social skills and being able to talk to people is such an important trait to have. Being charismatic is like bro, if you mix charisma with, like, just even above average looks, bro, nigga, you're green, bro. I see so many dudes talk about why they struggling dating, and I think a lot of that because you don't go outside enough, or you don't work on your hold on, let me turn my ringer off. My shit loud as hell. Or you don't work on your you know what I'm saying, your shot, bro. You gotta work on your charisma. That gotta be dribble, green, green, in between the green. Dude, like you gotta really work on your shots, bro. You gotta work on just being able to be used to talking to people, being used to hanging around other individuals, and not always resorting to your phone. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just always be on your phone. I know I'm kind of hypocritical, but listen, bro, I'm recording. I can be on my phone and give commentary. You feel me? Some of y'all niggas be on your bit. Ooh, a new pose. Like, y'all niggas ain't in the moment whatsoever.
We could just throw our hands up and say, that's just how it is. We live in a stressful time. People are going to be stressed out. People are going to be in survival mode and stuck in that way of thinking. But I just kind of think that we need to claw our way the fuck out of it. Because the actual trend that's happening here is decentering people. We have our career straight and our money straight, and then people fit in where they're convenient.
No friends. All I do is gym, work, make my money, work on personal content, and be at the house. Now I'm not...
Okay, pause. How is it possible that we live in an era where I can send a meme to a friend in under 3 seconds, FaceTime someone across the world for free, and yet I haven't had a genuine, soul-filling conversation in weeks? This is the plight of Gen Z. Let's just say it. Gen Z is not okay. We are the loneliest, most self-aware, most ironically detached generation, and making real friends feels like trying to solve the Rubik's Cube blindfolded. In this video, we're unpacking the deep social decay of our friendships. From trauma bonding, hustle culture, to being too emotionally evolved to apologize. Today, we're going there. Yeah. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll text your ex-bestie, and maybe you'll even realize that you've been ghosting people, and maybe the reason why you don't have friends is because of yourself. Or maybe...
Or that because niggas trying to ore farm, bro. Niggas be trying like, bro, that ore farm shit gonna make you lose friends, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, there be dudes at a party, right? Because if I go to a party and I put in the effort to dress and do this, I'm gonna talk to people, bro. I'm gonna make friends. Some niggas will put on a clean fit, go to a party and just... Yo, you talking to me? I ain't see you there. Boy, bro, I know you saw me, man. What are you talking about? What are you even talking about? Like, dudes be waiting for people to come up to them. No, you gotta be the initiator. Be proactive, not reactive. Be proactive, bro. And I'm not even gonna just be one of these guys who's gonna blame Gen Z for everything. Like, you young people, you. No, we don't do that here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because as a young person myself, who lives through or has lived through some of these experiences these people talk about, I'd say I use that to give a more nuanced perspective on these social, dating, economical, theoretical, polydactical issues and all that. You feel what I'm saying?
You're just on autopilot. Whichever one it is, we're gonna unpack it in this video. Before we get into the video, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here, daisies. My name is Caroline. I'm your internet bestie who loves to yap and use my love of commentary to give glory to God and uplift other women. If you agree or disagree with anything said in this space, leave a comment down below, as everything here is 100% opinionated. The rise of the alone together generation. Let's start with the facts. According to the American Survey Center, over 60% of young adults report having 1 or 0 close friends. 60%. And when it comes to people...
that is bad. That might be the first time in history where that shit's actually been a thing. Like, bro, niggas ain't got no friends now, bro. That's dead ass bad, bro. Niggas dead ass got no friends in that bitch, bro. What that boy Illuminati say? That's tough. That boy said that's tough. Like, I could not imagine my high school experience. As a high schooler myself, just had to toss my phone away because I'm really about to lock in on this commentary right quick. As a high schooler myself, I could not imagine my high school experience without any close friends, bro. Because I'm just thinking about all the, like, character-defining moments I had with my friends, all the good experiences we had, all the jokes we made, all the talks we had, bro. And how much that shaped my high school career and just my personality and beliefs in general. I could not imagine having none of those, bro. Like, yo, core friend group, yo homies, yo squad, yo gang. Imagine having none of them people, bro. Like, that sound like, I don't even know if I'd be the same person, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, like, nigga, I be in that bit lonely, boy. I be lonely as a mug.
Under 25, that number climbs even higher. Psychologist Jean Twenge, author of iGen, calls us the loneliest generation, despite being the most digitally connected. They're on their phones.
Yeah, but that connection is false, my boy. You have access. You have the access, but do you want to? That's the dilemma. Because, yeah, I could text anybody I want. I can text any girl, any dude. I can literally send messages, hundreds of thousands of messages in a day if I felt like it. However, what you have to consider is that there's so much clutter on social media. News, drama, this, that, and the third. News, Trump did this, president did this, like there's so much stuff going on. And I'm pretty sure it's intentional. It's meant to distract you. It's like these big billionaire niggas is controlling the algorithms to, you know what I'm saying, make you distracted and make you be fearful and make you, you know, feel ashamed and all that. You know, make you want to pull you into instant gratification so that way you don't connect. Because guess what? A society without connection is a society that's easily influenced. Because you don't have real interactions or people to bounce off of. No, you just have your phone. And as you can see from the post-2020 COVID fallout, people, if they're just left by themselves, can very quickly become radicalized. They can very quickly fall down a bunch of rabbit holes, my boy.
All the time, yet many feel incredibly alone. Jean Twenge, psychologist. We've replaced friendship with fandoms and conversation with curated captions and comments. Our closest connections are often parasocial between us and creators rather than people who actually know us. I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but you know, I'm in the YouTube space, obviously. I enjoy some streamers. I've made a video about this in the past of celebrities.
To anybody who messes with your boy Jays here, you watch my streams, you mess with me, you mess with my content, I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I really fuck with you for watching my content. I appreciate the love and support. But I don't know you in real life, nigga. I'm just saying that right now. I don't know you in real life, bro. So I hope someone is not watching me thinking, oh my gosh, Jay's here. He's so cool. Oh my gosh, I know him, everything about him. No, bro, I don't. Like, bro, if you meet me in real life, do not run up on me saying a crazy fact about me. Like, just don't do that, bro, because you can make it awkward and all that. I'm not trying to deal with all that, you know what I'm saying?
Versus streamers, and you know how streamers are really on the up and up right now. And you know, there's just a few streamers that I watch, and despite who those streamers
are more connected, right? I think people crave authentic content that's not fabricated. You feel me? That's why the IRL streaming and vlogging has become so popular, is because it's like you feel like you're actually there with the person, even though you're probably hundreds of thousands of miles away in your room. You feel me? It's that artificial connection.
are, that's not as important. It's really more so their fan bases. It's interesting when a popular streamer posts anything, you go to their comments or even their live chat, and you genuinely, it dawns on you. I mean, you're one of those people too if you're seeing it technically, but it dawns on you that there are 100,000, depending on the streamer, 30,000 people watching this one woman, this one man right now in this very moment, instead of like doing anything else. I get it. It's a hustle. It's part of entertainment. I guess you could kind of coincide that with like, okay, what's the difference between watching a streamer and watching television? If people are entertained by a streamer, then they're entertained either way. That's the way I see it. But I can also see the nuance of it is that most of the time on television, you're not interacting directly with what's going on. You're not sending money, your hard-earned money, to the person across the screen. And you're also, the person on TV, you know, is a character, you know, is not actually who they say they are in that show. Whereas a streamer can present as themselves or a version of themselves, and genuinely people think that they know who they are. Now, to know someone parasocially or to think that you have a parasocial relationship with a celebrity or a streamer is not nuanced or new to just Gen Z. It's all, you know, it's been going on for generations, even before the age of streamers with celebrities. The more and more and more you follow.
Justin Bieber really had the whole world on his meat, bro. Bro, I wasn't around back then, bro. I don't even think I gained consciousness until 2011. But boy, if I was just born like even 5 or 6 years earlier, oh my, yo, y'all was on that nigga dingling crazy, bro.
And keep up and watch videos and fan cuts and all that stuff of a certain celebrity or a certain idol, then you start to feel like you know them. You start to feel like, oh, I watched their life story. I've seen tons and tons of video. I consume content of them 24/7. I know their personality. So parasocial behavior didn't just start with Gen Z, but it has become a lot more prominent in our generation because of our proximity to each other online and how digitally we're connected. There are TikToks out there where people mention that they don't have friends. They have a situationship and a dog. It's satire. We see it on the internet where people kind of glorify not having a friend, or people who, for example, I travel a lot. So you guys can see on my channel, I posted travel vlogs in the past, and I went on a really big birthday trip with like 13 friends a few years ago. I posted that on TikTok, and I remember the comments were flooded with people talking about, wow, like you found 13 people to go on this birthday trip with you. I couldn't even find one person to go on. That
sounds so miserable. Imagine having a birthday and you have no friends. And I don't mean you just want to have a birthday with your family or whatever, right? Because that's cool, bro. Like, my birthday, like, text me. And, like, I don't even request or care if my niggas text me birthday, bro. Like, I don't. Like, I'm not one of these people where if you forget to text me birthday, I'm going to be like, grrr. No, I don't care. Like, like, I really am indifferent to that, bro. I'm gonna just ask for some money, ask for a book or two, and call it a spade, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but imagine having no friends, bro. That shit, that's tough. It's not it, bro.
You know, like, oh, like, how do y'all make these friends? And you know, it opened my eyes to a lot, but it also kind of broke my heart that we live in a generation where it is such a struggle for people to meet people. You know, is it age?
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of people just be in the crib or they just be working to pay bills, working to pay rent, working to get out where they are currently residing at. And when you're spending all your time working and trying to grind, you don't have a lot of time to socialize, bro. I've been there, man. Waking up 5 in the morning, going to the weight room, going to my garage gym to work out, meditate, cold shower, go to school, get home from school, do homework and record. Been there, done that. You feel me? It gets lonely. Like, it gets lonely. Like, it gets very lonely fairly quickly. Especially if you're not hanging out with any friends whatsoever and you're just focused on work. Yeah, you get a lot done. And I'm not trying to knock nobody on their grind. If you trying to get your paper up, hey, I respect you, bro. That's that focus. That's that good. It's good that you have that focus and that mentality to better yourself. But at the same time, I'd pray that you take consideration to your mental and social health. Because you need those, bro. You need those.
Is it just your proximity to people? Is it what you see online and your expectations of what people should be like in terms of like who you want to be friends with? You know, are you not taking people for face value? It's different for everyone, which I would love to get into another separate video, really deep diving into friendships. I think I've made quite a few. But I feel like friendships are so nuanced and it's a topic I love talking about. So another video will be loading about that. But yeah, it is something we see a lot. And yes, those things might be funny when people make those comments, until you realize being low maintenance is just code for I suffer in silence because no one checks on me. Friendships or followers. There was a time when friendship meant showing up, not showing out. But for Gen Z, the line between genuine friendships and brand collaborations has completely blurred. This is not a knock to influencers who are out here grinding. I'm not that girl who's talking about influencers or like ruining Gen Z and da-da-da-da-da. Because anybody who's talking mess honestly would love to do it themselves. That I'm a firm believer of it. But influencer culture told us your friend group should be aesthetic. I've made videos on this before, that people want their friend groups to be aesthetic, cohesive, and content ready, especially if that's
They
the
got
space
milk and chocolate shit. Where they at?
that you're in. Soft girls only.
I'm tripping.
No ugly group photos. We're not just friends, we're a vibe, you know, all that. According to NYU professor Scott Galloway, young people are experiencing performative intimacy. The appearance of closeness has replaced actual closeness. Have you ever had that friend that every time you're together,
Chasing
they
that
love
validation. They chasing the validation, my boy. When you chase, it escapes. When you chase that artificial intimacy and those likes, and y'all look so close, guess what? The real intimacy phase, my boy.
getting a picture with you. They just want to like post it. They want to post that you guys are out. They always, anytime they want to hang out.
I think it's also the rise of Instagram and Twitter and all that. Like, people with that ass go out. Let me take a picture. I gotta take a picture. I gotta do it for the gram. Like if you want to take a picture, I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna be one of these like no pictures whatsoever. But can you be present just once? Enjoy the food, enjoy the experience, enjoy the travel. Like, you don't gotta take a picture or photo of everything. You feel me?
Now it has to be an outing where they can like post that they're out and tag you, or like y'all know what I mean. It has to be something where it's postable, or something where like they can snap it or show, hey, like I'm out with my friend and we're out doing stuff. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. But if that's where that friend is always trying to meet you, and it's never like, hey, like let's just go over to each other's house and, you know, put the phones away and just hang out and just talk and have real conversations, then maybe that should just tell you the level of that friendship for you guys. You know, I'm not trying to knock a friendship like that, because I'm a firm believer that there should be different levels to any friend. I don't think that every friend has to be your closest, but I do think knowing the differences and the nuance between a friend that you're actually genuinely close to in real life, and then a friend that you're maybe close to virtually, or, you know, close enough, but y'all aren't that close. Everyone's different, and also closeness is very subjective. Some people think trauma dumping and knowing each other's biggest and darkest secrets is closeness, and some people just think growing together and uplifting each other and being present in each other's lives is closeness. It's nuanced per person, so also just understanding your friend and what that is for them would go a long way, so that a lot of people don't have those misconceptions of like how close you actually are to a friend, and that you guys are both on the same page. We don't hang out, we co-create content, we don't call each other, we do at each other's TikToks. That is the plight of Gen Z, and that doesn't make us bad people, but it does make us lonely people. And that's what we're discussing here today. Hustle culture killed the hangout. Between rising rents, burnout jobs, and economic anxiety, Gen Z lives in a state of survival. Literally.
Fuck that, waking up at 4 a.m. every single day and not hanging out with friends and not talking to people at all. And like I said before, get to the money, get to the paper. You seen your boy uploading almost every single day. Sometimes 4 to 5 videos, right? Recording, grinding. Just coming from your boy. I hang out with my friends, bro. I be texting, calling, chilling, bro. Because I know at the end of the day, if I focus on the process and I focus on just getting better, you know what I'm saying? Work hard, study well, eat and sleep plenty. Shout out Master Oshi. I'm going to be alright.
All the generation of side hustles, full-time work, part-time school, and burnout as an aesthetic. It's an aesthetic, literally. We cancel plans for self-care, we soft ghost to preserve energy, we prioritize inner peace until we realize we're just alone. I mean, that may not be the case for everyone, but we do overwork ourselves, and it is hard to be inconvenienced in our generation. I don't think a lot of people like say that as blatantly as that, but we live in a generation where a lot is going on around us virtually and in person, and it's genuinely just hard. It's just hard to keep up, and we're constantly, especially if you are on social media, feeling behind. So carrying all of that with you,
Why
and
you
also
gotta compare yourself to who you were yesterday, bro. That's what I tell y'all niggas, man. Constantly comparing yourself to other people who are on different levels, who started earlier than you, later than you, different experiences, different livelihoods, different paths, different backgrounds is going to fuck your head up, bro. It's gonna mess your head up, bro. Constant comparison is the enemy of gratitude and success, bro. It's the enemy of just inner peace. And if you know anything about frequencies, peace is one of the highest frequencies and vibrations you could be on, bro.
realizing that all this work you're doing may not amount to much, may not even allow you to buy purchase a home in the future.
You're chasing it. You're chasing work. You're chasing money. And like I said, what you chase escapes, my bro. If we look at a frequency chart, hold on, let me see if I can find this. Yeah, cause I've been tapped into Vontu Cut and Young Dawn recently. Young Dawn I don't think it was Reborn. I think it was what? Young Dawn, Eternal Dawn? Been tapped in with them boys recently, man. And I'm looking at this, and if we look, right, we do the research. Let's just open this in a new tab right quick. Hold on, let me show y'all niggas can actually see what I'm talking about. Hold on. I might have to go on Reddit for this. Or Bill Spot. Because I want y'all to actually see what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, bro, this is gonna be one of them long joints. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all know how we do here, bro. You knew how you know this. I bet. Here we go. You see this? Enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? You locked in, you focused, you God, you're Buddha. You are one with everything, and everything is one with you. Peace, joy, love. These are the highest frequencies that you're most likely going to be able to be at. Because I doubt anyone can be enlightened 24/7. But these are what you want to be at. These 4 to 5 is what you want to be at, bro. Because guess what? Your frequency is higher. You're vibrating high. You have better energy, better mood. Versus desire, which is actually pretty damn low. Right? It's desire, it's fear. It's fear of being broke. It's desire of money. You want it. Well, all that wants, guess what? It's taking it away. It's contracted. It's a contradiction. All that want of money is pushing it away from you. Because when you want something really, really bad, you're establishing that you don't have it whatsoever. And you can only get more of what you have, money. Which is why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Because the universe is just going to give you more of what you have. So when you keep wanting something, you're saying you don't have it. So the universe is like, no, nigga. So what, that bit? You ain't getting it whatsoever. But if you're peace and you're like, you know what, I have it. Or if I have it or I don't have it, I'm cool. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be happy. The universe is going to be like, this dude already has sauce. He's already acting like he got money. And he believes it. He's not faking it. Right? Which is why repeating affirmations will not work if you don't believe them joints. You're gonna get more results just doing this. You're loving the process instead of chasing the reward, chasing the goal. No, you're enjoying the process of getting to the goal. If you reach the goal, reaching the goal is just a plus, but you're just enjoying getting better. This is why Goku's stronger than Vegeta. Goku just likes to train. He likes to get stronger. He does it for the love of the game. He's doing it to push himself. He's in a frequency of joy. He's having fun training. He's in peace. He's laying down. He's relaxing. Love. He loves to train. Vegeta is doing this out of fear and desire. Desire to be stronger than Kakarot. He's angry because he's not stronger than Goku. He's prideful and feels that his pride and courage is being tested because he's weaker than Goku, physically at least. Right? Which is why Goku, for a lot of Dragon Ball, right, was either equal to Vegeta or stronger than him. And even if they're on the same level, Vegeta still viewed himself as inferior to him, right? Just had to drop some lore knowledge on y'all right quick, you know what I'm saying? Jay's here, we getting smarter. We stacking up money. Yeah. Yes, sir. You stacking up money, and we gaining intelligence, boy. What you talking about, boy? You see these no cars, boy? These is my band, you feel me?
Not even fully allow you to like take care of your family. So the anxiety of all that, and then all of that aside, still trying to find and curate and build real lasting friendships, it's hard. It's genuinely hard. And I get it. Like, I get that our generation struggles with being close and making close friends, but also we don't have the best setup to be inconvenienced. And the only way you can have a close friend is to be inconvenienced, is to do things even if they don't 100% align with your schedule, align with the best time for you. Because that's what
there's times, if you have best friends, there's times where you're gonna have to, you might be recording a video, they might call you, delay the video right quick, you feel me? By the way, I got some ice cream on my finger, I'm getting off, but yeah, man, if you really want to have a close friend with your friends, it's gonna cost you some efficiency. It's gonna cost you some time, or at least pre-planned time. However, that's worth it in my eyes, because it gives you something to fight for. Like, I feel like as a man, your goal should be outside of yourself, something bigger than you, man. Because when you doing it for other people, you working hard for other people, it gives you a sense of motivation because someone's counting on you. Somebody needs you to be strong in a fight and to protect and to be the strongest and to be calm because they need you. They are relying on you. That gives you more motivation. Same thing with community, bro. You gotta have someone you willing to fight for. A home, a loved one, a cousin, a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, a daughter, a son type shit, you feel me? Which is why community is so important, because it keeps people together, you feel me?
What our generation's all about. Like, we don't want to be inconvenienced, which hence why we struggle building community, because community is not about being convenienced. It's quite the opposite. The currency of our generation is productivity, not presence. The nap ministry. Gen Z's fear of vulnerability. Let's talk about
low frequency, bro. People don't want to be authentic. They put a wall up to hide who they really are.
What we really fear. Not heartbreak, not getting left on red, but being perceived, being known, being seen. Vulnerability is a dying art, and we are its reluctant assassins. According to a 2023 Pew Research study, 73% of Gen Z prefer texting over talking. 41%.
I'm not that type of person, bro. I'd rather hang out in person than text, I ain't gonna lie.
Say eye contact makes them anxious, which is insane. Eye contact is quite literally the human experience. But it's all because our generation doesn't think vulnerability is cute. It's awkward. And we've been taught to curate ourselves, not to express ourselves. You can't build a real friendship if you're always curating who you are. Bell hooks, all about love. Vulnerability feels like a glitch in the matrix. So instead we share trauma memes and vague tweets and call that intimacy. Well, newsflash, it's not.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it.
I thinking about getting some
44.
booty knowledge. Yo, I'm playing.
Betrayal culture and the end of conflict resolution. Here's where it gets dark. We don't fix friendships anymore. We soft block, unfollow, and pretend people never existed. Gen Z doesn't know how to repair, only to
Ego can destroy relationships, bro, because you think you're too good or too high and mighty to just settle things peacefully.
Replace. I have very, very, very extensive personal experience in this particular topic. I just have many friends who I've heard this come out of their mouth. You know, I'm Gen Z, my friends are Gen Z. Some of them a little bit younger than me, but it's just a normal thing and a normal, it's a normal thing for us to hear in our generation that, oh, it's so easy for me to cut people off. Like, kind of going back to that thing about how not being able to be inconvenienced really, really, really will make it hard to build a community because people just genuinely don't give a lot of grace anymore. We just live in a generation where, one bad bad thing, one time that you mess up or say the wrong thing, you're gone, I'm cutting you off. Like, and it's almost like people think it's like something that they should be praised for, or something that they should be proud about because they feel like very emotionally awakened.
The thing is, like, when you cut people off, you can't really rekindle that once you cut them off. Once you say, I'm done with you, I'm never want to talk to you again, that's a permanent memory. You can't rebuild the same relationship after that, bro. I'm just being real. I'm being real, my boy.
Woke. There's nothing wrong with setting boundaries.
Absolutely.
And holding true to those boundaries. I don't particularly agree with the concept of if somebody does anything wrong one time, you're just gone, you're out of my life. Now, I don't think that every situation can be tied to the same thing. Of course, if somebody's actively hurting you or taking something away from your life, please run, get them out, absolutely. But like, for example, if a friend says something in the heat of a moment that you don't like, or in an argument or something like that, and you're just very much like, oh, I'm done, the friendship is over, like, I don't 100% agree with that. And I do think that we see a lot of that in our culture and our friendships and all in what the generation we're in right now. The slightest little thing can be a ticking bomb for somebody. We've developed an emotional allergy to confrontation. Friendships are very transactional. If you don't serve me, I'm gone. If you don't benefit me, I'm gone. I've even seen TikToks where people talked about, if she doesn't match my energy, she's out. You know, friendships being ended over the most random things. Like, I promise you, if you go on TikTok or Reddit, whichever platform you like to frequent, and you look up friendship breakups, you'd be surprised the weird things people end friendships over. Now, granted, there are some people that should have ended their friendship a long time ago. So like, those are not the people I'm talking about. But the people who are like,
really end their friendships over 2K debate, bro. It's sick to see.
Oh, my friend never wanted to come shopping with me, and she just wasn't on the same level or energy as me. Or me and my friend went out and she was not cool with me flirting. And you know, it's just interesting, you know, what people end their friendships over. Granted, like I said, to each their own, but hence why we do live in a generation that gives so little grace. How are we able to curate lasting and close friendships if we continue on this way? Accountability has been replaced with boundaries, and clarity has been replaced with protecting my peace. But protecting your peace shouldn't always mean building emotional walls and moving the goalpost when it most is convenient for you. So how do we rebuild real connection? So where do we go from here? Despite everything, Gen Z is also the most emotionally literate generation. A lot of us are in therapy. We're doing a lot of inner child work, and we know our attachment style. We know our zodiac signs. You know, we're just all very in tune with who we are, or at least we try to be. Now it's time to apply that knowledge in real time. Time to build,
make connections, and don't try to order for them, nigga. Just be yourself, bro.
Friendships that aren't filtered and that aren't edited or algorithm approved. Connection is why we're here. Connection is our human plight. Connection is why we are on this earth. It gives us purpose, and it's overall the leading factor in our lives. Some practical ways to reconnect are send that I miss you text. If there is somebody who comes to mind when you watch this video, if there is somebody who you feel like maybe I ended things or this friendship early and the reasons for ending it weren't very justified, send that text. Say I felt hurt.
If they don't respond, it's better to just send it. Clear consciousness, my boy.
You blank. If you feel hurt and one of your friends did something to upset you, instead of ghosting them, communicate that. And I know that's easier said than done, but I think that if you find yourself constantly being sensitive or hurt by the actions of others to the point where it has
harder, but like my boy Thanos said, the hardest choices require the strongest wills, man. The hardest choices require a strong character to do it.
You feeling isolated. Maybe two things can be right. Those people did hurt you, and that's a very valid feeling you're having. But then also, you never really gave that communication a chance. And maybe that is your chance to open up that communication and to communicate where things went wrong and why you decided or felt like you felt the need to distance yourself from this person. And giving you guys a chance to healthily open that conversation and possibly revisit a friendship again, or whatever type of of relationship you had. Let awkward silences breathe. It's okay to have an awkward silence. It's okay to have silence. It's not the end of the world. Also, let people grow and change. We live in a society where people are constantly growing and changing. I think even more than maybe like years ago in our parents and our grandparents' generations. People are seeing different versions of everything online at the tip of their fingers 24/7. So whereas somebody probably 10, 20, 50 years ago was pretty much consistently the same person with a few changes due to their life experiences throughout their life, we as Gen Z get to curate who we are constantly. That's why a lot of people talk about that whole thing of rebranding and changing up your lifestyle. It's a real thing. And the reason why it happens so frequently with a lot of people is because we can do it. We see what we like and it's easy to mimic. But let people grow, let people change. Don't judge people for doing just that, because it's really hard to maintain friendships if you cannot allow people to be malleable in who they are.
When you constantly judge people, it's hard for you to make friends, bro. You gotta let people do what they do. Don't focus on what you can't control. Focus on what you can control. And just be chill, bro. Like, I can't imagine walking around life with a stick up my ass, bro. Just being so angry, hateful, spiteful all the time. I couldn't imagine that, boy.
Remember, real friendships are messy, a little bit, but so are the best parts of life. Definitely. Thank you so much for watching, Daisies. I hope this video gave you some...
Yo, shout out Daisy. This was actually pretty damn... This is a good damn video. I might have to, you know what I'm saying? You might be one of the frequency to react to. You feel me? Well, that being said, it's your boy Day. I'ma obviously link the original video in the description. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay blessed.